faculty. We welcome our Alton Medical Academy Executive and Advisory Board members, faculty and staff, friends and family, including grandparents and parents, aunts and uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, sons and daughters, and most importantly, to the beautiful sea of blue before us, and to the many graduates joining us virtually today, we welcome you, the class of 2014, to your commencement ceremony. Please join me in extending a special thanks to Suncoast Meetings and Events, Daleen Cosby, Steve Dion, Judy Walburn, Maya Stearns, Miriam Wilson, Anthony Aguilari, Lori LeBrow, Matt Goody, and other members of the Commencement Committee who for months have been planning and preparing for this important day to honor our graduates. We thank you. Today marks yet again our largest graduation with more than 4,800 eligible graduates this season across the Clearwater, Tampa, and online campuses. We're joined here today with almost 600 graduates participating on site and welcome another 3,000 plus graduates joining us via the internet for today's ceremony. Beyond our graduates who proudly represent the Tampa Bay area, our graduates reside as far north as Melissa and Jamie in Washington. Even farther north, actually, are Gregory and Amber in Alaska. As far south as Vanessa in Puerto Rico. As far east as Jane in New Hampshire and Cynthia in Maine. And as far west as Patricia, Jaime, and Nikki in California. And actually, even farther west is Princess from Guam. Graduates, whether you're seated here today or with us virtually, I ask each of you, amidst all the pomp and circumstance that today's celebration will bring, please take a few moments quietly to reflect to yourself about your journey and this great accomplishment. Take time to honor yourself, thank yourself, congratulate yourself for the sacrifices, the positive decisions, your hard work, your perseverance, and your commitment to your dreams to build a better future for yourself and also to build a better future for tomorrow for your family and the patients that you will serve throughout your career in the healthcare industry. Moving on, next we ask all active duty, retired military, and veterans who are here today as students, instructors, staff, family members, and guests in our audience to please stand and be recognized. We thank you for your service. Thank you. Please welcome LaToya Gatlin, one of our UMA Learner Service Advisors, to sing the National Anthem, and the University of Tampa ROTC, Army ROTC, for our presentation of colors. We ask that all guests please rise and remain standing for both the invocation following the presentation of colors and the National Anthem. Thank you.
Good morning, family, friends, staff, faculty, most importantly, the 2014 UMA graduates. This is your day. Join with me in a brief word of prayer. In the name of the Almighty God, the Creator of the universe, the author and finisher of our faith, and to the one who has spoken to all people at all times, we gratefully acknowledge the Spirit with us here today. On this day, we celebrate the accomplishments of our UMA graduates. We applaud their dedication and commitment towards academic achievement. We celebrate all that has brought them to this very moment, the many hours of studying, the morning classroom exams and activities, the moments of adversity and all the challenges inside and outside the classroom. But even as we celebrate and honor this class, we also recognize those who have encouraged, inspired, mentored, and sacrificed in some shape or form. So to the parents, grandparents, significant others, children, as well as faculty and staff of UMA, we say thank you. Oh God, you are the creator of the human mind, which you have modeled in some fashion after your own great mind. So we acknowledge that your thoughts are infinitely higher and more profound than ours. We glory in the notion that we may, on our own level, think some of your thoughts after you in this place. Thank you for your wonderful gifts of knowledge and discovery. Now I ask on behalf of those gathered here today that you would indeed bless each of these graduates in their future endeavors. Grant them the favor they need to make a difference for the greater good, wherever they find themselves in the years to come. And as the Holy Scriptures declare, to whom much is given, much is required. Help them to seek adequate employment while they do all they can to make this world a better place. Remind them that this is not the end of a journey, but simply the transformation to a new chapter. Now may you be pleased with what is done here this morning. Thank you for your presence. In the name of all others, I pray. Amen. You may be seated.
Well, good morning, graduates, family, friends of UMA. My name is Gabrielle Hawkins. I'm the Director of Education of the Clearwater campus. I have the distinct privilege and honor to introduce to you our student speaker representing the Clearwater campus, Ms. Jessica Manili. Ms. Manili is a very driven, committed, and positive individual who has a great outlook on life and has refused to allow anything to deter her from her goal. Jessica is a role model in every area of her life. Ms. Manili, we welcome your comments.
Hi, my name is Jessica Manili, and it is my honor to have been chosen to speak on behalf of the Clearwater campus at this year's Ultimate Medical Academy Spring Graduation. My journey began as a student in the Dental Assistant with Expanded Functions program. It took me through a lot of hard work, a lot of fun, a lot of tears, and a lot of laughter. I made many new friends, and most importantly, learned a tremendous amount of information to start my new career in dentistry. When I first started at UMA, I was like many of you sitting here today, nervous and scared. I had been out of school for a good 15 years and had returned as an adult. In the beginning, it was hard for me. In my first 2 mods, I struggled to get C's. And then in my 3rd mod, I found my groove and got a B. It was then that I had realized that I had loved coming to school at UMA and learning about the world of dentistry. As each mod passed, I spent more time working on hands-on skills, which was amazing. However, this also meant more stress, more responsibility, and a lot of preparing for externship. In mods 4 and 5, I received A's. For the first time in a very long time, I was proud of myself. And every single grad out here should be proud of themselves too. And then real life happened. Bills, and yes, even more bills piled up. And then my child care backed out on me. and that meant I had to go and get a full-time job. Everything that I had worked so hard for came to a screeching halt. And because I had to leave, I got an F for the mod. I was devastated and, of course, depressed. I know that I am not alone in my situation, and I know many of you have similar stories. I ended up having to take 2.5 months off from school. In those long 2.5 months, my brain decided to go blank. And I had learned and what I had struggled with. When I finally was able to return to UMA, it was difficult. Tears and fear rolled over me. I spent hours working on recovering what I had forgotten just months before. I felt like I lived at UMA. It was aggravating and frustrating for me, and I know it was very aggravating and frustrating for my instructors and teachers. Everyone there was worried about me, and finally I was called in to talk with Miss Gabby, our Director of Education, and Miss Blanca, my dental instructor. About this time, I also had a heart-to-heart talk with Fidel in Learner Services. It was with Fidel that I had begged to talk me out of quitting school, because that is what I felt like doing, giving up and quitting. If I had not had the talks with Miss Gabby, Miss Blanca, and Fidel, I would not be sitting here in front of you. It was then I had learned one of the most important qualities a person can have, the ability to communicate. Even though I was convinced that I needed to quit school, I was encouraged to communicate with instructors and staff, who in turn gave me the boost of confidence I needed to push forward. I believe that as we all move forward in our lives after today, one of the greatest pieces of advice I can instill to you is to communicate with your boss and those you work with, even if the topic is uncomfortable. Because I can promise you that if you can communicate, it is likely those around you will be willing to work with you and for you to help get past whatever the problem is. I let go of my fear, anger, tears, all the negativity, and suddenly I was not alone. I had a whole team of people from UMA cheering me on and helping me. I went from falling to doing awesome. I worked through the green sheet, you know, the graduation worksheet that must be completed, as well as the work I had to make up in the last week of mod. I ended up getting a B instead of an F for the mod. Then it was on to extern. The extern team, Miss Jen, Miss Kelly, and Miss Christie all worked so hard to get me a site where I could work with kids. At the very last moment, they found me a site at the Clearwater Health Department. Not only did I get to work with kids, but I was also blessed working with a great team of dentists and staff. My externship was by far the best part of my UMA experience, and I know why. It is because of the great learning experience I had as a student. I love the entire 5 weeks I spent at extern. From having my own workplace, to working with kids, to learning about dentistry from seasoned professionals. Not only did I get 100% for my extern grade, I left extern with a letter of reference from the dentist and 6 great personal references. I was sad to leave, and they were sad to see me leave. However, it was time to begin the next chapter of my life. As I begin the next chapter of my life, I have my own children who are proud of all my accomplishments, and they are inspired by my hard work. I am more prepared to enter the workforce field now than I have ever been in my life. With these thoughts in mind, I would like to say thank you to the people who helped me get to where I'm at. To Fidel Johnson in Learning Services, thank you so much for helping me and not ever quitting and giving up on me. To Miss Blanca, you helped this hot mess of a girl go from half red and half pink hair to a beautiful wig that made my self-esteem soar. Thank you for always being there for me. To Mr. Morris, thank you for doing so very much in my last mod to help me pass, whether it was extra credit, or spending hours in the lab with hands-on skills and answering my millions of questions. To Ms. Gabby, thank you for instilling me with confidence and teaching me to believe in myself. I wish I could thank every single person who helped me on my journey, but it would take me over an hour. So to everyone at the Clearwater Ultimate Medical Academy, to my family, to my kids, thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me achieve a dream come true of becoming a dental assistant with expanded functions that is now certified in the state of Florida and a UMA graduate. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, family and friends, and congratulations, Ultimate Medical Academy graduates. My name is Jamaica Ellison, and I'm the Director of Education for the Tampa campus. It is an honor to introduce our student speaker this morning, Mr. Denzel Billings. He is a graduate. He is a graduate of the Medical Clinical Laboratory Assistant Program, and he has decided to continue his education in the Associate's Program with Ultimate Medical Academy. Denzel served as a student ambassador and was an excellent example of the Ultimate Medical Academy student. He is well respected by staff, faculty, and peers. Please join me in welcoming Denzel.
Hi everybody, my name is Denzel, and I would like to start by thanking God for really affording me this opportunity to really share my life journey with you all. I have traveled a long distance, but thank you. I traveled a long distance from not recognizing my potential to really seeing all the great gifts God has blessed me with. Thanks to all my teachers and peers at Ultimate Medical Academy. I'm sorry. Going through so much of my young life has given me purpose, and I credit that hardship in life with helping me become successful. I'm determined every day I wake up to make a better way for myself and my family and my little brothers and everyone who's looking upon me to set a new standard. So I stayed humble and I never lost hope. And I seen a lot of repeats and missed opportunities of a cycle, and I told myself that I would not be a statistic. Instead, I would be a standard. And so now I try to become a better person for everyone looking upon me. And now I feel like this is a small step on the big ladder I'm climbing in life at this moment. I also have 2 older brothers in prison that gives me motivation to not be a statistic, but a standard. I see it all as a learning experience to help and grow and develop me into the man I'm destined to be, a young leader. By attending UMA, it really gave me a glimpse of what I can really accomplish in life. And I could not have been placed in a more fitting environment where everyone really cares about your future needs and interests. And UMA helped me gain, and my ultimate goal is to become a physician assistant, and UMA really helped me gain that sense of confidence and purpose in myself. And I would like to thank them, and I would like to thank my mom and my cousins and my family, everyone who's here supporting me, my teachers for really believing in me and really giving me the comfort and the belief that I can be whatever I want to be in life. And I had a very short speech, but I just want to say something to end. Just sometimes we can't decipher our purpose because our surroundings say otherwise. But as an ambitious person, I decided to explore unknown possibilities, and there are endless. And thanks to you all and my teachers and peers, I will be pursuing something to become a better person in life. And thank you all.
Good morning, UMA. My name is Dr. Tara Stabile, and I am the Dean of Online Students. I have the privilege to introduce our student speaker representing UMA Online, Ms. Anne Marie DiNocento. Anne Marie is a graduate of the Medical Administrative Assistant Certification and Associate's programs. Anne Marie, we welcome you and we look forward to hearing your story.
Good morning. Good morning, faculty, graduates, family and friends of graduates. My name is Anne Marie, and I am a proud graduate of Ultimate Medical Academy Online. I graduated in April of 2011 with a 4.0 GPA. I remember sitting in your seats, scared, nervous, but full of hope, just a few short years ago. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and my life before UMA. I graduated high school in 1972 and did not attend college. It was the 70s. All I ever wanted was to be a secretary, get married, and raise a family. I started working as a legal secretary in New Jersey for the county prosecutor's office after finishing business school. After working in the legal field for approximately 14 years, I had my first child and stopped working to stay at home and raise her. My husband's job was commission only, income was unsteady, so I felt the need to return to work. I returned to work for a personal injury lawyer, which exposed me to medical malpractice lawsuits and the medical field. I found that I really enjoyed the medical field after doing a lot of research and learning the medical jargon. 2 more children came along and I stopped working again so I could focus on raising my family. During this time though, my mother-in-law passed away and I needed to take care of my father-in-law who developed Alzheimer's. My father-in-law's Alzheimer's and his involvement in medical prescription trials solidified my interest in the medical field. After he passed away, I worked odd jobs for a while, like at Subway, but really wanted to do more for myself. It was then that I decided that it was time to make a change. I enrolled at UMA in the Medical Administrative Assistant Diploma program long before there was academic coaches, lab sessions, webinars, and even Starfish. My admissions advisors, learner service advisors, faculty, and career service advisors all really helped me to get through all these courses. There were many ups and downs, and I tried to quit a few times, using every excuse I could think of, but my advisor would not let me quit. My learner service advisor truly believed in me. After I graduated, I sat and passed for the certification for the MAA, and I had passed it with a 94%. I started working at UMA after graduating as a mentor. Serving UMA students as a mentor was so rewarding, it was unbelievable. I never thought of myself working for a school, but this is a career that was actually meant for me. I have taken everything I've learned in the Medical Administrative Assistant Program to assist hundreds of students in that program, as well as the other programs that are offered at UMA. I transferred to classroom support as a classroom support specialist in 2012 and was promoted to senior classroom support specialist in 2013. UMA has given me a confidence that I never knew existed in me. Whoa. My husband is also a graduate of UMA as a medical assistant, phlebotomist, and x-ray tech, and now is working for Doctors Express in Clearwater. He started right after I graduated. Now I realize age is a number, and I am living proof that you are never too old to learn or to reach for and attain all your dreams. I will never forget that feeling of walking across this stage 3 years ago with my husband, children, and my parents watching me receive my diploma. I enjoyed it so much that I did it again in September 2012 when I received my associates in health science. What made that day even more special was my husband walked across this very stage 41 years after receiving his high school diploma. I cannot express the gratitude I feel for UMA. I can honestly say I enjoy coming to work every day in a position that I truly love, working with the most incredibly dynamic group of individuals I have ever known. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you, and congratulations to all. Now go and make this day a great one!
Good morning, graduates. That was a wonderful speech and a tough act to follow. My name is Jordy Highland. I'm the Senior Vice President of Online Programs, and quite honored today to be able to introduce our commencement speaker, Ms. Susan Winston. But before I do, I wanted to just say congratulations again to all of you, and to wish you the best of luck in your next steps, and to remind you that UMA really thinks of itself as a family, and we want to hear from you. We'd love to keep in touch. We know that you're going on to do great things, and please remember to take advantage of all of our resources for graduates, and to let us know what your next steps are. We'd love to hear it. Ms. Winston, our commencement speaker today, I'm very honored to just let you know about her background. She is an innovator in the field of education in this country. If you think about a teacher that's really changed your life, and hopefully my hope is that a number of teachers at UMA have been that teacher for you. Ms. Winston has been that teacher for many students and also many educators. She's really innovated in the classroom and also helped mentor a lot of educators in this country. She's been the president of the KIPP network of schools, and she's also won many prestigious awards. She was the Hero in American Education as given to her by Reader's Digest, and she was the Teacher of the Year given to her by the Liberty Foundation 3 times. So it's my distinct honor to introduce Ms. Winston, and I can't think of anyone better to talk to you about a little bit about how important this achievement is that you have in order to graduate from UMA, and all of the opportunities that will be afforded to you in your next steps. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very important day. While it is surely a day of celebration, congratulations, and great joy, it also holds a deeper meaning as well. Graduation marks the end of a long and hard-traveled road, the achievement of an ultimate goal, something you have all worked very hard to achieve. So the first thing I would like to do in my remarks to you today is to be sure that every one of you graduates truly recognizes how much you have accomplished, and to acknowledge the sacrifice and resolve that you have shown on the road that brought you here today. Not only have you attended the classes, read the books, completed the assignments, passed the exams, written the papers, met all the necessary requirements, but you have also demonstrated to everyone that you have what it takes to finish what you start, even when it isn't easy, and that you can be trusted to do what you say you will do, and that you can be responsible to yourself and to others. This is an achievement not to be underestimated, for this requires character. It is clear to all of us that your experience here at UMA has changed your life, has taught you even more than was covered in the curriculum, more than was learned in the classroom. You have surely learned that there is no magic bullet, no shortcut to success, and only hard work and single-minded perseverance will lead you to the achievements which have led you to where you are today. You have learned that it is effort that has gotten you here, and that it will be effort that will continue to propel you forward into the successes yet to come. For this, you have every right to celebrate. Not everyone has had the courage to decide what they want to do to change their lives and dedicated themselves to setting and achieving those goals. But you have. You made a decision to improve your life and followed it up with steadfast commitment. You followed the rules and did what was necessary, no matter what it took. You deserve to be proud of yourselves. Not everyone has had to make the sacrifices you have, juggled the responsibilities of parenthood, family, earning a living, in addition to the demands of schoolwork, in order to earn the greater reward and improve your future. But you have. You took control of your fate and did what it took to get over that bar, no matter how high it was. More than once you had to choose study over rest, work over play. You deserve to be proud of yourselves. Not everyone has shown the determination to stick out the hard times, persevere when it would have been easy to give up in order to improve your own life and the lives of your loved ones. But you have. You faced what was harder than you thought it would be. You asked for help instead of giving up, utilized the resources offered by your teachers and advisors, tried harder instead of running away. You deserve to be proud of yourselves. Many people have never known what it feels like to start out at point A and make it all the way to point Z, step by step, start to finish. But you have. Although many diverse paths have brought you here today, you all have at least one thing in common. You each made a decision, followed it with resolve, hard work, and commitment. You deserve to be proud of yourselves. Not everyone has earned the sense of accomplishment that makes their families and friends, teachers and advisors beam with pride the way yours do today. But you have. You walked your talk, overcame doubt, conquered fear, and followed through to the end. You deserve to be proud of yourselves. Not everyone has taken their own fate into their own hands, been responsible for their fortune, and changed their own future. But you have. You have chosen to prepare yourself for a profession dedicated to helping other people, in many cases placing the health, well-being, and best interests of others in your own two hands. You deserve to be proud of yourselves. Yes, you have earned the right to celebrate your achievements here today, but as much as this day celebrates the successful end of one long road, it also heralds a world of new challenges that await you. The cover of your program for today's festivities reads commencement exercises, and commencement means beginning. Yes, you have proved to yourself and to the world that you have what it takes to start out at A and work hard all the way to Z. But that is not the end. Now you must move forward to the next phase of your life and tackle those challenges which lie beyond Z. Your work at UMA has prepared you with the knowledge and skills you need to be successful in your professional future. The quality of character that led you to success in completing your programs will inform who you are for the rest of your life. You will need to use the same belief in yourself, the same drive and determination that led you here today to face the challenge that will take a lifetime to achieve, to be the very best person that you can possibly be. And who you are as a person matters every bit as much as what you know and what you know how to do. There is what you do in your life, and then there's how you do it. Sometimes knowing the facts is not enough. Sometimes we must look beyond what we can see and hear. We must look beyond Z. Our great American writer Mark Twain once said, "It's not what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so." Let me give you an example of what I think he meant by that. This is a poem written by Valerie Cox. It's called The Cookie Thief. A woman sat waiting at an airport one night with several long hours before her flight. She sought out a book in the airport shop, bought a bag of cookies, and found a place to flop. She was engrossed in her book but happened to see that the man sitting beside her, as bold as could be, grabbed a cookie or two from the bag in between, which she tried to ignore and not make a big scene. She munched on some cookies and glanced at the clock as this gutsy cookie thief diminished her stock. She was getting more angry as the minutes ticked by, thinking, if I wasn't so nice, I'd blacken his eye. With each cookie she took, he took one too. And when the last one was left, she watched what he'd do. With a smile on his face and a nervous laugh, he took the last cookie and broke it in half. He offered her one half, and he ate the other. She snatched it from him and thought, oh, brother, this guy has some nerve, and he is so rude, he didn't show 1 ounce of gratitude. She could not recall when she'd been so galled and sighed with relief when her flight was called. She gathered her things and headed for the gate, refusing to look back at this thieving ingrate. She boarded the plane and sank in her seat, then grabbed for her book, which was almost complete. As she reached in her baggage, she gasped with surprise. There sat her bag of cookies, right in front of her eyes. If mine are here, she moaned with despair, then the others were his, and he tried to share. Too late to apologize, she realized with grief that she was the rude one, the ingrate, the thief. Who we are as human beings and how we use the knowledge and skill we attain is every bit as important as the skills and abilities we acquire. Improving who we are as people, as parents, as children, husbands and wives, employees and employers, neighbors and friends, that is our most important quest, and that takes a lifetime. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, is what lies beyond Z. The quality of the knowledge and skills you gained from your UMA experience has informed your life and enhanced what you know and what you know how to do forever. The quality of character that propelled you through your UMA experience will inform who you are and how you live forever. Together, these things will change the mark you leave on the world. In the days to come, you will face many new challenges in your professional and personal lives. There will be stressful situations, new people, strange places, difficult circumstances that will test your skills, try your patience, and require your endurance. It will be the professional skills and personal integrity that brought you here today that will carry you forward to meet those situations with skill, honesty, grace, and fairness. You will be rewarded for what you can do as a professional and defined by who you are as a person. So as you begin that quest beyond Z in your own lives, I ask you to consider the following. Please try to remember that it was hard work and determination that got you here, and it will be hard work and determination that drive your future successes. Please try to have the courage to pick up the mirror before you pick up the magnifying glass, to accept your own flaws and measure yourself before blaming others. Please try to care a little more than most. Be willing to go that step farther than you have to. Choose to do more, even when less may be required. Please choose to do the right thing, even when no one's looking. And try not to expect of others what you're not willing to do yourself. Try to model good character, decency, and integrity to everyone around you, and let that be how people define and remember you. And please, please, never stop challenging yourself to be the best human being you can possibly be. I thank you for allowing me to share this wonderful day with you. And please accept my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for the happiest and most exciting of futures. Congratulations.
so privileged to be able to follow Miss Weems because everybody's pumped and ready to go. Okay, thank you. Okay. So I am Dr. Tony Grossenheimer. I'm the Program Director, Tampa Online. I have the privilege of leading the graduates in the Healthcare Pledge. So if you would please rise. On the first page of your program, if you will follow and repeat after me. I want to say the right words. I solemnly pledge myself to practice faithfully all of my duties as a member of the professional healthcare team. I hold the care of the sick and injured to be a privilege and a sacred trust. I will assist the physician with loyalty and honesty. I will hold all personal matters pertaining to the private lives of patients in strict confidence. I dedicate my heart, mind, and strength to the work before me. I should do all within my power to show in myself an example of all that is honorable and good throughout my medical career. Please remain standing.
Thank you, Dr. Grossenheimer. My name is Derek Aponovich, Chief Operating Officer for Ultimate Medical Academy. Today is a significant step in the relationship that began when you first started at UMA. We trust that in the years ahead, you will retain fond memories of UMA and you will stay in touch with both faculty and fellow students. And now, by the power vested in me by the state of Florida and the Commission for Independent Education, I pronounce you graduates of Ultimate Medical Academy. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, you may turn your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, graduates.